Welcome back and getting you some updates from the Gyanvapi Mosque hearing row. Hearing on both the sides have been completed and the order is likely to be pronounced on the 12th of September. This is about the preliminary hearing that had happened on the maintainability of the suit, Auto 7 Rule 11 of the Civil Procedure Code. Whether it's admissible or not, what kind of view the court takes on the initial stages of this hearing is going to be very, very critical and instrumental for the legal battle ahead for the both sides. Our UP Bureau Chief Pranshu Mishra is joining us on the broadcast. Pranshu, tell us more about this hearing. I believe journalists were not allowed to record these proceedings, but whatever we know of the hearing so far.
Yes, that's right. In fact, the hearing has concluded today, and now the judgment will be pronounced on 12th of September. And as rightly said, see, the basic argument of the basic point which the court has to decide is that whether the very petition that was filed by 5 lady devotees, and on the basis of that petition, the civil judge court has earlier on first ordered for the advocate commissioner-led inquiry. Then it has subsequently led to the sealing of the Wazu Khana area. Now that has been the contentious orders over which we have seen a lot of debate raging on, right from the lower court to High Court and then Supreme Court. And then Supreme Court has finally directed the district judge of Varanasi to actually overlook the entire matter and decide that whether this very petition is maintainable or not. Now, the Muslim side's argument has been that this very petition, on the basis of which the civil judge court has passed on certain orders, that petition is not maintainable, and because it violates basically the 1991 Act of Places of Religious Worship Act and also the larger Supreme Court verdict in the case of Ram Janmabhoomi Babri Masjid dispute in Ayodhya. And on the basis of there have been arguments first by the Muslim side, then again the counter arguments by the Hindu side, which has basically said that this place, the basic character of this place has always been a Hindu temple, and therefore it is not covered by the Places of Religious Worship Act. Now, what the court decides, whose arguments have been more convincing for the court, that remains crucial, and that is what the maintainability of that petition is to be decided by the court. The order is now going to be announced on 12th of September.
Pranshu, please continue to stay with us on the broadcast. Order 7, Rule 11 of the CPC is basically the law concerning whether a particular plaint, and I call it a plaint because it's a civil suit, whether it's accepted or it's rejected. To put it very simply, whether the court thinks that your primary submission or your primary complaint is even worth the time of the court or perhaps further adjudication or not. If at the initial stage the court decides that there is no maintainability of the suit, and as Pranshu was talking about, that the Places of Religious Worship Act 1991, if that is a bar, if the court takes that view, then of course it will not be in the favor of the Hindu side. On the other hand, if the court thinks that it's maintainable, it can go further, then we are opening a room, a door, in fact, for further litigation and adjudication on this entire case. Pranshu, worth going back to the initial 5 women who had come forward and made that petition before the court. What do they say in that petition? And according to the petitions on the Hindu side, why is the religious character of the mosque or a particular section of the mosque is actually a Hindu place?
Well, if you remember, the basic petition was about the 5 lady litigants actually moving the court and saying that they want the right of daily worship at the Ma Shingargauri temple, which is located inside the Gyanvapi Mosque area. And subsequently, the civil judge court has allowed that. Then, the entire issue has seen a major attention when the Hindu side, on the basis of the Advocate Commission's report, has gone to the civil judge court saying that there has been a structure found there inside the mosque which looks like an ancient shivling, on which the Muslim side had to say that it's not a shivling, but it's a part of the fountain. And on the basis of that, civil judge has actually sealed the entire area. Now, Muslim side's argument, as you rightly said, is that, this petition is not maintainable. Hindu side's argument is that now, since this structure, this so-called shivling has also been found.
Absolutely. And Pranshu, that order will be very, very critical. I'm short of time. Sorry to interrupt you there, but thank you so much for getting us all the details. Some more latest news.